Today we close week 2 of the return of Philippine volleyball with an impeccable triple header. The first game features the darlings of this conference, Balipure taking on the dominant Choco Mucho. The Water Defenders couldn't pull off an upset last time around. Can they get one over the Flying Titans? After getting their first win yesterday, the Perlas Spikers are hungry for another one in today's match. The Petrogas Angels, still complete and playing at an elite level, are just as hungry to stay atop the standings. In our nightcap, Creamline looks for their 26th straight win when they take on a Cherry Tigo side determined to turn their fortunes around. This is the battle between two season favorites. So is this a finals preview? We're inching closer and closer to the semifinals, and you can definitely feel the tension here in Ilocos Norte. Who will solidify their chance at a top 4 spot today? Let's find out together here in PVL on One Sports.
It is day number 13 for your Premier Volleyball League Season 4 Open Conference, and we are approaching the end of the second week already of the first and only professional volleyball league in the country. Today, Friday, oh boy, we got a triple dip for you guys and for your viewing pleasure. We are kicking off this triple header with yesterday's Balipure Water Defenders, who got decimated by the Creamline Cool Smashers as they go up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. That is the first game of our triple header on your screens. That's 1 o'clock, of course, at the PCV Socio Civic and Cultural Center in Bacaray, Ilocos Norte. And then in our second game at around 4 p.m., another back-to-back game for the Perlas Spikers, but they're coming off a win on this one. And they go up against the steady Petrogas Angels. That's the second game of the triple dip. And then the nightcap, as Aitinsay mentioned. An explosive encounter between the team that is needing to bounce back from a loss, the Cherry Tigo Crossovers, and then the undefeated Creamline Cool Smashers. But we start off with Maddie Madayag and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans today. Boom Gonzalez with Mosh Cruz for this broadcast. Hello, Mosh.
Hi, Boom. Good afternoon. First game of our jam-packed Friday. I hope you're all ready for this because we are.
One Sports Plus po tayo napapanood as Coach John Abella is looking to bounce back from a loss against the Creamline Cool Smashers, which puts them at 2-2, Mosh.
We are in the middle of the elimination round right now, and Choco Mucho is now on the second spot with a 4-0 standing, and they are looking for their 5th win today. Now, Balipure, on the other hand, at number 6 right now with 2-2. Pero hindi pa sila pwedeng mawala ng pag-asa because they still have a chance in the semis if they perform better today and win on their remaining games.
They're right in the middle of the pack. Talking about Jen Casugod and the rest of the Balipure Water Defenders. But of course, the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, they're probably like maybe two wins away to secure their spot in the semifinals. Mahaba-haba pa ang biyahe para sa Balipure Water Defenders, especially because of that loss. And it was not just a loss. It was a crushing loss in terms of their morale, which was so high going into that match, Mosh. A 2-game winning streak, and then the big win over Cherry Tigo. But Creamline, the champion teams that they are, prepared, did not take them, did not underestimate them rather, and the scores. Wala pong typo dyan.
Really, yes.
That really is the score from that match.
Creamline dominated every skill and hindi na nila hinayaan kasi itong Balipure makabawi. And even on the third set, they scored 15 but still, they looked very much distracted on how they performed on the second set. And para po sa mga hindi nakanood last game ng Balipure and Creamline because they only scored 3 points in the second set. And according to PVL statisticians, according sa kanila to boom ha, this is the most lopsided result in the league's history.
Yep. And in that third set, Creamline went on a 10-2 start and then a 14-0 run and ended that match 24-2 and then eventually, yun na nga, 25-15 in that third set. Now, Grace Bombita was heading into that match with a lot of momentum. She was the player of the week. At one point, she was averaging 21.7 points. But going into this match, it was at 18.3. But I don't know, an off night we can call it, but the team suffered an off night. But because Creamline really, stamped their class on them, and Grace Bombita is looking to come back today.
Definitely an off night for Bombita and the rest of the water defenders. Pero kahit nag-struggle itong Balipure, Bombita still managed to score 7 against Creamline and still top 5 scorer pa rin siya in the league. Now, we are expecting Balipure to perform better in this game kasi okay naman yung performance nila in their prior games before Creamline. Maganda yung depensa nila, receiving team as well from the service line.
Right.
And coverage and the hustle, it was all there. Now, if they can focus more on today's game, they should put up a better fight against Choco Mucho,
who are also undefeated here in the PVL. Bombita was backed up only by Bern Flora with 4 points. They'll need more production maybe from this girl, Kyra Baroga. And let's listen in to that interview as she caught up with Ai Tinsay.
Gaira, given your past games, you are in a position now to make it to the semis. Ano yung ultimate goal nyo other than making it to the semifinals? How is the team moving forward?
Given our past games, iniisip lang namin now is to play a really good game. Ilabas namin yung mga skills namin and try not to commit as much errors as possible and tapangan pa namin. Also, mindset namin now is just to play as one team and also play for our coaches, our teammates, and our management.
If you were given the chance to assess kung kamusta yung performance mo, ano masasabi mo sa gameplay mo these past 2 weeks?
Dapat mapolish pa namin yung galaw namin and we work as one team nga. Like, wag kami mag-watak-watak and just enjoy the game and keep each other intact and focused.
Thank you. That's Gaira Baroga of the Balipure Water Defenders.
They're hoping to practice short memory also from that last match a couple of days ago against the Creamline Cool Smashers and bounce back with the win. But it's going to be tough because they're going up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans who are coming off another impressive win against the Signal HD Spikers. That was match 21 of our PVL. Ben De Leon, Cap Tolentino did not drop a set so far in the tournament, only 1 set.
Now, Choco Mucho has been solid so far in this conference. Their chemistry and the hard work inside the court are obviously effective. And on their last game, getting that win in just 3 sets against Signal, they are clearly making a statement in this conference. And as you mentioned nga, Boom, isang set pa lang ang natatalo itong Choco Mucho and that is really something else.
Yun yung unang laban nila,
Yes.
Nangapa sila sa lagay na yun. But after that, they have looked sharp. In the last 3 matches, they've only had 7 errors, 18 errors, and 11 errors. Their receiving and digging has been great, which makes life better for this girl, the number 2 setter in the league after 12 days of competition. We're talking about Dina Wong. And in 1 hour, 25 minutes in that match 21 against Signal HD Spikers, she was steady as a rock.
And even if Dina is a newcomer here in the team of Choco Mucho, she's also the youngest player, no? But she is the team's heartbeat as their setter. She has been really distributing her sets very well and actively involving her teammates. Very obvious naman if we look at the stat sheet. last game, 9 of the Flying Titans scored in their game. And we are seeing that Choco Mucho is working as a team right now. And you mentioned earlier about the errors. Maganda yung ginawa nila last game versus Signal. They only had 11 errors. And Signal, they gave up 21 big points to Choco Mucho. So now, Choco Mucho, they need to start hot in this game to continue their momentum from their last game.
She's distributing the ball very well to guys like Kat Tolentino with 16 points, BDL 11, and Pongay Gaston with 8 in that last match. Let's listen to her thoughts as she caught up with IE Tinsay.
Lagi naman sinasabi sa akin na my role here in the team is being a leader talaga, to lead. So as their setter, expected na po sa akin yun. Pero even if ako yung pinakabata nga sa team, andun naman sila para i-guide ako, yung mga ates ko. So it helps me fulfill that role. We're happy, we're really grateful, we're thankful, but then again, the job's not done. So in every game that we are playing, improve pa rin. Always improving, always have that room for improvement. So grateful nga kami, pero hindi pa kami umabot dun sa goal talaga namin.
Let's meet our national referees for this match. First referee, Mark Santos. Second referee is Rene Caspillo. And now for the starters, first for the Balipure Water Defenders. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 3, Bern Flora. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 4, Jen Kasukon. Opposite hitter from De La Salle University, number 9, Gaira Barroca. Center from the University of Santo Tomas, number 11, team captain Alina Picard. Middle blocker from Arellano University, number 13, Shirley Salavagos. And outside spiker from the University of Nueva Cáceres, number 23, Grace Bombita. Starting libero from Letran, number 6, Julia Angeles. And the head coach from Balipure is Romel Avelia. And now the starters for the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. The starters from the Ateneo de Manila University. Center, number 3, Dina Wong. Middle blocker, number 17, Captain Manny Matayag. Outside spiker, number 9, Pongay Gaston. Opposite hitter, number 10, Kat Tolentino. Middle blocker, number 14, Bea De Leon. Outside spiker from Arellano University, number 21, Regine Arocha. Starting liberal from Ateneo.
And you see the starting lineup for the Balipure Water Defenders. In the middle of that will be their captain, leader, Alina Bicar. Has been very good for the Balipure Water Defenders, who nobody gave any chance to this team at the start of the tournament. But they're right there 2-2, fighting and looking to bounce back. But it's going to be tough because they're going up against the undefeated Choco Mucho Flying Titans, who seem to get better and better with each game. And then Lazaro Revilla has been spectacular for them from a receiving end and from a defensive end. Of course, yung mga katulad nila Dina Wong, nabanggit na natin yan as the second best setter so far. But her defense has also been very good, especially on the floor para dito sa Choco Mucho.
And a great addition itong si Denden for Choco
Sobra,
Mucho.
oo.
Alam naman natin, ang ganda na nung net defense nila. Pero yung floor defense nila, grabe yung ginagawa ni Denden on their previous games.
Making it look easy, and that's always been her calling card since college. Alina Bicar gets us going for game number 1 of your triple header, and Cap Tolentino who has a couple of player of the game honors already in their 4-game winning streak.
Kat Tolentino starting with that cross-court attack, and hindi mo pwedeng gawin yan sa Choco Mucho when you are Balipure. Alam mong maganda yung isisimula nitong Choco Mucho, so kailangan mo humabol agad.
Grace Pogbita. And I've said this from the start when she joined back in 2016. She was still skinnier back then, but still ultra athletic already. That swing of hers that is so fast, Mosh, It's not like a full wind-up. It's a quick, parang abbreviated wind-up.
Yeah.
Pero generating so much strength on that swing it's amazing. And now she gets a service ace to boot for a 2-1 lead.
Yun kasi yung pitik ni Grace, yung pinagpapabilis ng palo niya and also giving the power on her attacks.
And obviously, kung makakaisa sa mga blockers at maiwasan ng mga blockers, yun lang na ipitik niya sa net. Itong serve. So 2-all, off to a good start here in our triple header. Matches number 26, 27, and 28 today. Boom Gonzalez, Mosh Cruz, and of course, Ai Tensai is there in Ilocos Norte. You're watching us on One Sports Plus BDL. Bern Flora, 4 points in the last match. Also has been a very good overall, all-around player for them. Second best server of the league, 7th best digger, and 10th best in receiving. Ito si Bern Flora to backstop Grace Bombita. The push. Picar bumps it. Baroga. Tolentino. Bongay from the pipe. That is out.
She was not in the right position on that attack. Medyo nag-alangan doon si Ponggay, kaya ganun yung resulta.
Isa pang magandang si Ponggay sa depensa. Also contributed on the defense of Choco Mucho, even if she has spikes that one out. It's contributed to the overall floor defense. Itong sila Wong, Ponggay, Denden, pag pinasok pa sila Kim Hekiliana. Doon talaga nag-improve ito eh.
Last game, parang dalawa yung libero inside with Denden and Ponggay doon sa likod.
Kat Tolentino, who is so happy that she has backup now in terms of scoring in this conference, as most of their weapons were injured in the previous conference. Bern Flora, no touch. So that's out. 4-all.
Iniwasan niya yung blockers doon kasi, Choco Mucho is a very tall team. So when you attack, it's either you score out of the blockers, off the blockers, or just papalusutin mo sa blockers. But that one, sobrang iniwas na niya.
And if you notice, they're targeting their hitters sa serve. Kanina, si Bombita. Ngayon, puro kay Flora naman. And the explanation for that, Mosh, is what?
Kasi kailangan mo silang targetin para mawala agad sila sa rhythm, para mawala sila sa position and hindi sila maka-atake ng maayos. Kasi pag dun mo sa likod, finokus yun, then makaka-position yung attackers.
Oh! Indecision for Kat at the end. So the error, which the team has been very good in terms of limiting in the last 3 games. Gives him a point. Baroga on deck.
Kala niya hindi naabot sa kanya yung bola.
Ganyan-ganyan lang. Patapos na tayo ng week 2 ng inyong Premier Volleyball League. Baroga sends it to the net.
Again, a service error for Balipure. Ito yung kailangan nilang iwasan talaga.
Yes. Hindi sila pwede magbigay ng libre. Especially against an efficient team that doesn't commit a lot of errors. You want to get free points, not give away free points. Burn na naman ang pinuntahan. The running, not a perfect attack, but it works as Salamagos on the soft touch. Maybe mistimed it a little bit, but it worked.
That would work for Balipure. Choco Mucho was expecting an attack, pero drop ball, and then Lazaro was not in the right position to get that drop ball.
Lazaro, Revilla, Ponggay, Picar, Bombita, sarado ang pinto.
Very well guarded itong net ng Choco Mucho. Abang na abang talaga nila si Bombita because they have been watching Bombita play. She's on top of the list right now. So I'm sure pinag-aralan na nila yan.
The same way that Creamline did, they know that alongside the other weapons of Balipure, talagang na-neutralize ng Creamline. And the serving, obviously, of Creamline in that last match, Mosh, was just tremendous. So first point of attack pa lang, nakakadali na sila eh.
Nag-take advantage sila doon, no? And Balipure, hindi na talaga sila nakabawi with yung sinasabi nating yung service ay loaded na talaga.
8-6 lamang ang Choco Mucho during our first technical timeout.
Ranking number 2 for best server as of this moment in the PBL, the former Lady Falcon and outside hitter of the Balipure Water Defenders, Bryn Flora, shared to me that their last game against Creamline pushed them to fix their gameplay inside the court, starting with their service receive. She said that it's good for them to condition themselves into playing against the strongest teams of the league so that they can learn from them and also improve on what they have. Passing the time, the Balipure Water Defenders are not just great in their power spikes, but they are also heavy duty and fun activities such as mobile games and dancing TikToks. This familial and barkada bond that they have is surely seen, and they're gelling inside the court. Bern asking for the fans na hindi tumiwalag sa kanilang walang sawang pagsuporta sa Water Defenders. Let's watch them answer the towering Choco Mucho Flying Titans here in the continued PBL action.
Thanks, Hai. Wherein they are down 3. Bryn Flora and the rest of the Water Defenders. Loaded serve again and a chance ball. High up and out.
On the same spot, Catalentino making sure na hindi na niya mahawakan yung bola.
Kumamot na ng ulo si Coach John Abella. And Alina Bicar telling everybody to settle down. I love her effect on this team. I've always been a big fan of Alina. Her demeanor, not just the skill, but her demeanor and her leadership qualities and how she talks to her teammates.
And gives energy.
Yeah. Or calmness, whatever is needed. They just went up against a rampaging Creamline the last time out. Down 4 here.
And medyo mahirap yun, Boom. From Creamline, ang next game mo is Choco Mucho. So it's really hard to recover now. Kailangan nilang mag-focus dito sa laro nila and forget what happened during their game against Creamline.
Pero ganyan talaga. That's the schedule. Some teams have it worse, like let's say Perla Spikers, who played 5 in the last 8 days and 2 back-to-backs, including today. Although I'm sure they'll feel a little better today because of that win yesterday.
Definitely. Kasi 6 game days tayo per week. So loaded talaga itong schedule ng PBL.
Rest, rehab, recovery. Those are the 3 important R's for the Premier Volleyball League this season, more than any other season. By my unofficial count, Mosh, that is the 3rd service error.
That's my count too, yes.
Salamagos, Baroga, and Bombita, if I'm not mistaken. That is already a 5-point lead, so you gave away 3 free points.
They are really giving away points to Choco Mucho.
Another one from BDL in the middle. And a 6-point lead, the biggest of the set. Coach John Abella and Coach Clarence Esteban taking turns there and giving reminders as we look at a spike of the set brought to you by Duncan. That's BDL, and that gave them the 6-point lead, 13-7. Alam mo naman, Mosh, sa sports, when you're an underestimated team and then you take down a favored team, actually 2 favored teams, if you can say that, 2-game winning streak, the natural tendency of the other teams is they'll concentrate more on you. Babantayan ka talaga. They'll prepare more for you? I know the the TV thing to say for players, oh no, we prepare for everybody, but we all know, Moss, you are a player, you know that you have an eye on certain teams, especially when they start winning, and that's what Choco Mucho is doing. That's what Creamline did the last time.
Definitely. And especially, meron ka rin talagang babantayan na player na how she moves, how she attacks, and definitely kung paano niya pinapatakbo yung team na to. And that point will go to Choco Mucho.
And a net error, I think Kasugod grazed the net on that one, so it's back to the biggest lead of the match at 14-8.
Giving another point to Choco Mucho. They're making it easy for Choco Mucho right now. So Balipure, they need to lessen their error and just play their game.
Bump set. Of course, Den is there. Picar was there too. Carly Hernandez for coverage. Bombita adjusts. So Wong, yun din yung isang talent ni Wong. Ang galing din sa digging. Oh, it's not the specialty of Baroga. That's not her usual approach, back or the set. Pero
And it was really an awkward position
Yeah,
for
sobra.
Baroga to attack niya. Kaya sinubukan na lang talaga niya kung ma-over niya yung bola. Unfortunately, mali talaga yung angle niya.
7-point lead now. Choco Mucho looking to make a statement early. Bombita goes down the line. That's another thing that she improved over the years as she comes back here to Balipure. You know, it's that ability to vary her spikes, which is all brought to us by Duncan. This specific spike of the set. Dati, nakikita mo yan nung bago siya, hampas lang ng hampas, cross-court lang ng cross-court. Now, talaga, maturity. This one's out.
And you would see kay Bombita na if she knows that the cross court is already guarded, she would go down the line with power and speed.
Coming back to Balipure, she was supposed to be a significant signee for a team that disbanded just before the start of the PDL. At sobrang pasasalamat siya sa kanilang team owner na team manager na si Hil Cortez, na parang tatay na raw niya, and took her back in, and boy, they need her. They need her here in this match especially. They're down 6. We haven't even heard from Regina Rocha much here in this match, and yet they're still up by 6. Actually, pinakamalaki pa niyan, 7. As BDL is on deck to serve. Choco Mucho versus Balipure here on One Sports Plus.
I was gonna say, ang nakikita pa lang nating umatake is si BDL and Tolentino, but now Regina Arocha in front, you would expect more from her.
We expect more from her, pero you also know that hindi siya pressured to score that much.
Yes, of
diba?
course.
Dahil nga kalat na kalat ang puntos dito. You look at the top 10 of, let's say, scorers of the league. As you see, Madayag blocked there, and Balipure with a 2-point run here to cut the lead down to 4. This was highest at 7. No Choco Mucho players in the top 10. And in day 11, Kat Tolentino is actually 10. She has slid down to 12 in that department. But that doesn't, you know, when you look at that, you're thinking, ay, they're not getting better when the truth is they
They
are getting
are,
better because
yes.
kumakalat yung puntos nila.
They are because working as a team, very well distributed yung points nila. Everyone is really working hard. Kaya hindi natin nakikita talagang each player on top. It's because nagtatrabaho talaga sila.
In the meantime, Mosh, itong 7-point lead is down to 3. Balipure, kumakapit. Bicar reverses. Then will set. Kasugod.
That was a good dig.
Nahuli ni Madayag. They'll send it over for a free ball for Balipure. What will they do with it? Bicar will bump it to Byrne. Byrne will go to the corner. No. Tolentino pushes it. Nobody home.
Just dropping that. Kat Tolentino getting that point. Drop ball lang kasi that was a good rally. The floor defense of Balipure gumaganda na. So just drop the ball. Why not?
She will go to serve. Kat Tolentino, 10th best spiker, 12th best scorer, but an undefeated team. As opposed to last year where she had to score at the very least 20 to be competitive without BDL, without Dina Wong, all nursing injuries.
And I think, Boom, the difference is now they have prepared a lot because meron silang mga bubble trainings, I think twice itong Choco Mucho. So the chemistry, the skills, talagang natutukan ngayong pandemic.
Pumalik kay Rocha. 1-2. Doesn't work. Byrne.
Drop ball again, but that was good.
Tolentino was the one who caught that! Uy, kulang ng isang step. Itong si Bombita.
Kinulang ng ilang inches. Pero alam ni Bombita na i-drop sa kanya yung bola.
Wow, the broken plays are being won by Choco Mucho. She saw that hole and Bombita's feet trapped in mud.
Mahirap kasi yun, Boom, eh. Like, if you were ready for an attack, tapos ihulog lang sa'yo just in front of you, mas mahirap galawan yun.
Oh, in other words, you were already bracing yourself for something strong. Madayag with the run. Bicar with the reverse. That's cross court and it's wide. So that run is halted now by Choco Mucho. They cut it down to 3. Now it's back to 6 with 3 straight points for the Flying Titans.
Baroga, just too much angle on that attack. She was targeting zone 2, pero sumobra.
The Queen, not Kat, but Judith Abel,
Judith Abel.
waiting in the wings. Byrne gets that one through the block. 7 attack points for both teams. Malayo pa to, 5 hinahabol. 6 points away. Para dito sa Choco Mucho Flying Titans. Lai Bendong will check in and will set for Balipure. She's to serve in set. Pahinga muna ang kanilang kapitan na si Alina Bicar.
And we love seeing Balipure na humahabol talaga sila, inserting effort to every play.
That was Salamagos who read it well, but too much power on the attack by Pongay to give them another 6-point lead.
And alam din naman ni Pongay na meron siyang blocker, kaya inangguluhan na lang din niya yan for that ball to go out.
Couple of finals MVPs for this girl, Regina Rocha in the NCAA. Byrne on the other side. Great dig by Tolentino. Great set by Wong. And the finish by Manny. Back to 7. Second time out here by Coach John Abella and facing for the second time, a 7-point deficit. Baliton, who at one point, remember, she dabbled into setting when she was with the UE Lady Warriors. The tallest setter that the UAP had at that time.
Mahirap yun pag matangkad yung setter na hindi mahirap kalabanin.
Kaya mga katulad nila Tina Salak, Jel Cayuna, yung mga mahaba ang kamay. But at one point yun, si Rosel Baliton was a very tall setter for UE. In the meantime, galing Adamson, itong si Bern Flora, looking at the defense, to get a point, lead is 6, or the deficit is 6. Good reaction there. Denden, just
Look at
so
Denden.
solid. Burn from the pipe. Denden was there again.
Oh, that hole in Balipure's court.
A trickery from Dina Wong, but half of that point really should go to Lazaro Revilla. Hirap ng 1-2 na yun dahil malayo siya sa net. It's not a close gap, so that really takes a lot of practice to do stuff like that.
And it's really nice to see Dina, yung binabali niya yung katawan niya para ilagay yung bola on a certain spot.
It's good to see her healthy also after her shin injury. 23-15, yan na po ang pinakamalaking abante dito sa ating first set, an 8-point lead.
Costly error for Salamagos right there. Masyado nang mababa yung bola. Pinilit niyang paluin.
That's out.
The adrenaline dito kay Madi na palakas yung service.
Muscles yan. That's not
The
adrenaline.
shoulders.
That's just the guns, the shoulders, the traps, biceps.
Yan yung sabi niyang shoulders na kaya kang ipaglaban
Talaga,
kay
yan
Madi.
talaga. You will not want to meet her in an alley, as they say. 16 serving 23. Bongay off the launching pad.
Getting that point. Seeing two blockers in front of her, hindi na rin siya masyadong naglagay ng power, but sinigurado niya nalalabas yung block.
First set point of match number 1 today, Friday, and match number 26 officially of the PVL Open Conference. Nakabawi. Save 1 set point, Jen Kasugod.
And yung Balipure, mas nakakakuha sila ng score sa drop balls and yung mga 1-2 plays nila than the attacks because Denden is there sa Choco Mucho.
Baroga back, Picar back. Alina Picar actually had one more playing year for UST and decided, it was a loaded team. Decided to leave as Denden uncharacteristically misjudging that one as the ball, the serve of Picar drops. Zone 6.
Mataas pa kasi when it reached Denden, pero biglang bumaba so that point will go to Bicar.
Keep it in play. Angeles. It's a better play, but again, Denden was there. Jen Kasugod that was a very good attack for Balipure there.
Definitely, a fast one, pero mas mabilis yung kamay ni Denden.
Di
Very
lang nila
amazing
na-
talaga on the floor.
Talaga. It crawls over. A push by Kat. Bombita's back in front. Sa gitna dinala. Denden with the left hand could not keep it in play. Wong first and then Lazaro. Couple of points here from an 8-point lead. Uy, tatawag ng timeout for the first time si Coach O in this first set.
Now, again, trust each other. We will do this together. Hindi pwedeng individual. Now, ito gagawin natin ngayon. Kung guys, ito kami si Beta, tayo dito. Not with sarili ka. Okay, andito si pero kung may chance ka, ibudo. Pero kung may yan, nasa kanila dito. Ayot lang kung ba.
This is a 5-1 run that we're in the middle of from 23-15, which was the biggest lead. It's now 20 serving 24.
And we mentioned nga na itong Balipure is a diesel team. So unti-unti silang humahabol, and for that timeout, Coach O designing a specific play for Choco Mucho for their last point, hopefully.
Chance still here for Balipure. Bombita rolls it to the other side. That doesn't work. Tolentino, 4 touches.
That was not over clearly sa harap ng referee yan.
6-1 run. And this has been the quality of Balipure here in this tournament.
Very calmly silang humahabol lagi sa mga laro nila.
And even when they were down 8, you didn't see yung body language na masama. They were still very positive. They were trying to be more positive, and it's now reaping dividends. This lead is down to 3. Arocha. Chance ball for Balipure here. Bicars. Kasugod. Nice dolphin dive there by Arocha. Kasugod keeps it alive. Angeles will go to Bombita. Long rally, and then keeps it alive. Oh! Double contact on the side of Dina Wong. Errors creeping up and creeping in to the Choco Mucho game. Here comes Balipure.
A rare error for Dina Wong on that one. I think the ball is a bit slippery because of that long rally.
That's a good point.
Hindi sila ma-fight back. Naintindihan kung guys again, hindi pwedeng magiging na magiging. Habaan mo, ito sa pag, mayroon ka na mabuti. Ulit, when in transition, yung ako magbago tayo sa play. Ikaw naman, huwag kang sugod ng sugod. May kukuha dyan, Pongga, yung mga katsa, dito kukuha. Kaya kukuha ka pa rin ng katsa.
9-1 run, Mosh, para sa Balipure to cut the lead down to 2. They've been saving set points left and right here for Coach John Abella. Pinapasabi ni Coach O kay Ponggay, wag laging magpahabain naman daw yung palo.
Pahabain, wag masyadong idiin. And for Balipure naman, unti-unti, they are slowly getting there.
Tolentino, still no go. Angeles was there. Bombita, but then saves it.
What a dig.
And what a run. What a dig by both liberos, Mosh,
Yes.
Angeles, and then. We got to give credit to both. It is a 10-1 run.
This game is getting intense, but look at that. They were not ready for that one. It was a nice dig, but kulang kasi yung effort on the part of the second ball.
And finally, after a 10-1 run, Ponggay got Gaston with a little bit of an interest there on that smack of the ball. But a great chase by Balipure. We'll talk about this first set when we come back. We're back with you here on One Sports Plus for more of the PVL. Boom Gonzalez, Mosh Cruz. You know, Mosh, I've said it probably a couple of times already in different games that sometimes even if one team is going to lose the set already because of a big margin, the other team has to try to fight back because you never know what it can do to the next set. I just remembered Balipure fighting back against Cherry Tigo. Remember that? Nabaon na sila. They made a comeback. They lost the first set, but what happened? They won the second set because of momentum. Na-extend nga nila into 5 exciting sets yan. But let's talk about this one. 9 unforced errors for Choco Mucho, and I think we should really put a highlight on that, Mosh, because Yan ang pinag-usapan natin sa pregame na magandang ginagawa ng Choco.
Well, looking at the numbers right here, and we mentioned nga na itong Balipure, they are a diesel team, so they had a slow start. But the numbers medyo halos pareho lang tayo on the attacks, 12-4 Choco Mucho and 11 ng Balipure. But the blocking, again, blocking department of Choco Mucho is really effective. They had 3 blocks, service aces, dalawa for Balipure and 1 for Choco Mucho. But what we like about Choco Mucho is that the attackers are activated early. No, we saw BDL, Tolentino, and then Maddie. And then towards the end of the set, Ponggay was attacking really well. And she even ended the set with that great attack. But, for Balipure, we like how they put effort on that first set na nakahabol sila even if, yun nga, you mentioned, Boom, nabaon na sila in the middle of the set but slowly they got there and I think
Look at her.
the momentum medyo nakukuha na nila. Now, let's see on the second set kung paano nila lalaruin itong Choco Mucho.
They were down 9. They scored on a 10-1 run and eventually cut the lead down to 1 at 24-23. Pero yun na nga, they pulled it off. Talking about the Choco Mucho flying titans here as the Balipure had to feel good about themselves in that first set. Now, I'll just reiterate that 9 errors para sa Choco Mucho. Again, the last 3 games, 7 errors total,
Total, yes.
18 errors and 11
11.
errors. So now they have 9. So that's a department that we're going to look at when you look at the Choco Mucho game.
Kasi nga nasabi natin kanina, Boom, that they are so good on controlling their errors. But on the first set, somehow, they committed more errors than usual. So they really need to adjust on that.
And it was towards the end especially. I think they had 4 crucial ones. Mosh nung naghahabol na nga. 23-14 at one point if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that. But it was a 10-1 run that Balipure instigated by the serving of Alina Bicar, which right now medyo napalakas.
That one is too wide for Bicar.
First game of our triple header later on per Las Spikers. Mas masarap ang pahinga pagka panalo yung pinanggalingan mo. Mas mabilis
Yes,
mag-recover.
mas
no?
mabilis mag-recover. And hindi mo na-feel yung
Yeah,
pagod
medyo.
na napagod ka sa game.
Oh, now that they go back-to-back against the Petrogas Angels. And then, Jaja Santiago versus Eliza Valdez mamaya as our nightcap. Checked at the net, kitang-kita ni Kat at ni BDL. And even if Carly Hernandez was there, she couldn't keep it in play.
Very well guarded. The net of Choco Mucho. And they knew it na iko-cross-court yung palo. So, Bea, she has been there. That's her expertise.
Another error, this time from the service line. 10 all in all. Shannon Balak at the bench of the Choco Mucho. Bombita. Service ace, nagagawan si Denden and Arocha.
Miscommunication right there. Arocha was already there. But syempre, yung instinct ni Denden, the ball was so close to her.
First ever player of the week. At sino kaya magiging second player of the week this week, ano? Kaya naabangan natin yan as we are towards the end. We take a break tomorrow, everybody does. And then we come back on Sunday. So we'll find out maybe by tomorrow who will be the second player of the week. There are some usual suspects pagdating sa mga hot candidates yan for sure.
Pero mahirap din i-determine because nasa gitna na tayo ng conference and all the players are really stepping up.
Good serve. Targeting Bombita, which breaks down the offense. Back to Choco Mucho here. Wow.
But look at that attack from Kat Tolentino cross-court. No one was home for Balipure and no blockers as well.
And look, why was there no blocker? Maddie jumped.
Yes.
Gaston with the approach. And they sold that play very well. But Dina choosing their number 1 scorer for our spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan. You know, those middle tips by Kasugod from Alina Bicar has contributed to their catch-up nung first set, di ba, Mosh?
Definitely, yan yung ginagawa nila kanina pa sa Choco Mucho. Just dropping the ball. And Choco Mucho, laging nagugulat pa rin sila when Balipure drops the ball.
Oo, kasi parang bantay na si Bern Flora at saka si Bombita dito eh. The concentration, the load up of the defense is on them, obviously. Sa gitna, Alina will send it to the other side to Bern, who rolls it over. Dina, Pongay will send it over for a free ball. Bicar chooses to open. Not good enough para sa kanya.
A good rally right here.
And Tolentino finishes that one as she finds a spot at the back.
And when you give the set to Tolentino, she would really put an effort to get that point. Look at that. Her blockers were late from Balipure. And what I like about her is she attacks fast. Kahit nasa utility siya, mabilis siyang pumalo.
Fast, may diin, a flick of the wrist. Perfect form. 6-4 is our score. Balik kay Kat. Bumalik ang bola.
Rocha was there.
In the middle. Bicar will open up to Bern. Bern this time finds a crack in that wall.
Breaking the blockers right there of Choco Mucho. Flora has been doing good so far in this game. Really carrying Balipure right now. She has been the top option for Balipure.
Former De La Salle standout. Ira Baroga, 5 serving 6. Over receive. Free ball. Madayago on the run and gun, but a touch on the net from the side of the blue shirts.
Meron ng kasamang gigil yung block ni Salamagos na she wants to block that attack. Now she touched the net.
Six all. Tama. I was wondering why I said 6 all and then they just switched the score. It is 7-5. It was Choco Mucho scored there. But now 7-6.
Error from Pongay. Immediately saying sorry to the coaching staff. Off the block, Regina Arocha getting that point for Choco Mucho.
Technical timeout. We'll be back.
Please, listen. Okay. Again, reminder again. Alam mo sa'yo, pero ang bagal mong gumalaw, pag malapit at saka pa nagagalaw, tendency na yung kasama mo, nagbubulat pa, malayo pa na, pag area mo na, di na!
Babalik po tayo sa loob ng PCV Socio Civic and Cultural Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte. Baham Mitra, our GAB chairman, in attendance. Read an article that they're praising the PVL for what they've been able to pull off and do and execute and continue to do as they continue to practice all of the health and safety protocols as we go along. As cases rise all over the country again, Mosh, you know, the PVL in an Ilocos Lawag bubble are trying to really do their best to contain everything and so that the players can continue to treat the fans with plays like that. Bombita, sa gitna ng block, nakakita ng puwang. Set 7 serving 8. So props to the PVL as usual and everybody behind it. And all the officials and all the staff have been able to get us to the second week. The technical crew also that is there.
Definitely. And we are all being careful of everything because ang dami nga nating kailangan gawin. But right there,
We have a spike of the set that's brought to you by Duncan. Tayo, we're lucky. You and I were in a nice booth here at the Reliance Studios for One Sports. But they're the ones there.
really the sacrifices of the players.
Right. Tablahan tayo dito. 8-all in set number 2.
Good attack by Bombita.
Good reply by Kat, but it's long. She claims there was a touch, but Mark Santos says nope.
Balipure is playing better here in this set, giving Choco Mucho a good fight so far.
So they take the lead here, 9-8. And this is why that first set chase was important, Mosh, because now look at how they're playing with confidence, with momentum, with good spirit, and now they're in the lead 10-8. If they gave that set away na parang, 23-15 na, sige na, magpahinga na tayo,
Yes,
I don't think this set will turn out to be like this.
Definitely, it's very important, especially towards the end of the set, even if alam mong mananalo na yung kalaban mo, but if you don't give that momentum to your opponents, mag-carry over yan sa second set.
Ooh. Flora bumps into Dino Wong. Good sign of sportsmanship between the two. As Arocha will be credited for that score. And very careful about her leg. Obviously, her injury was a shin injury that kept her out of volleyball for almost 2 years.
That's a very long recovery for an athlete.
Kasama na rin, of course, yung pandemic doon. As Lazaro again keeps it in play. Burn from the back. Reverse. One step by Angeles. Sorry, by Hernandez. Bombita! Good read there.
Wong was there.
And Cap Tolentino once again fires a scud.
That was her third try. Boom. On the first and second try, nakuha ng Balipure. But on the third, look at that attack from Kat Tolentino with speed, power, and perfect timing.
Picard couldn't keep it in play as Wong sends it over for the serve. Hernandez receives. Sa gitna!
Bea de Leon, that attack stopped by the blockers, but still no coverage for Balipure.
Both Hernandez and Byrne. She tried the pancake, couldn't get to it. It's just, that's the secret of Choco Mucho also. The attacks are coming from everybody.
Yes, that's right. You wouldn't know who's gonna attack.
Unlike here, Bombita will probably get 60% of them. But even if the defense knows, look at her. That's against Tolentino and De Leon, and she still fires one through.
Just attacking through the blockers. Grace Bombita, who was, I think, missing on the first set. Hindi natin nakita yung mga atake din from her. But now she is really on a point, and look at that.
Baragan na, kumbaga. Baragan na, kumbaragan. I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna go down hitting, and 2 straight points to give Balipure a 12-11 lead. The 8th best scorer, talking about Grace Bombita. After 12 days of competition. But Cap Tolentino will not be denied.
Kat Tolentino just unstoppable so far here in this game. Opposite, now open attack.
Sometimes it's just lovely to watch. Just the approach of Bombita and Kat, which are very different from each other, but both beautiful to watch.
Players have different approach. Like, even Dakis, she
Yeah,
would
definitely.
have...
Yung hop niya, yung
yes,
bunny
yung
hop.
hop niya nandun. But nandun talaga yung personality ng player on their approach. You can't teach that. Of course, as a coach, di ba, Boom, tuturuan mo kung paano yung tamang approach. But if the player has a specific approach na yun yung gumagana, why not?
Kim Hekeliana, we mentioned her earlier, and she's now making an appearance here for serving, for defense, for attacking as Bicar. And Baroga sends it over for a chance ball. Combination play, read well by Kasugod. Oh, Bicar solid on the dig. Burn. Pongay, long.
Down the line attack by Pongay.
Burn, sasagot. That catches the corner. Denden couldn't believe it. Ang ganda ng sagutan natin dito.
That was just on the line for Flora. And you can see the floor defense of Choco Mucho and Balipure is
Both,
now
yes.
activated.
Both very good defenders. Actually, kaya nga nakakagulat na naging ganun yung Balipure against Creamline
Yes.
because, as you mentioned in the pregame, they're very good in terms of their floor defense. The lead is 2 for Balipure.
Then, don't leave the line then. Siya naman nakapasok sa loob. Alam mo naman.
Coach O right there.
Huwag ka na muna magbigay ng bakit. Tayo.
Coach Edget Mabayad pala. Ayan, nandyan, nakapaligid. Katabi kanina ni Kat. Did you ever see Coach Edget Mabayad play, Mosh?
Yes.
You saw
I
him?
did, yes.
Oh my God, that guy. That guy was before.
One of the players that we look up to is
Yeah.
Edjed Mabal.
Before Mark Espejo was Mark Espejo, Edget was, the man also. He's one of those who just dominant at the net.
Really, kapag naglalaro sila, talagang nanonood lang
Mga
kami.
FU
Yes.
UST matches back then, when I think nag-three-peat nga yata sila, if I'm not mistaken, before the four-peat of UST in the men's division. But regardless, you can search his name on YouTube
Yes.
and just look at his highlights and see what I'm talking about. In the meantime, ito, highlight, yung block ni Baroga kay Pongay. So the lead is now 3. This is the biggest lead of Balipure in this match. Man, you gotta love Balipure's fight.
They are just really giving that energy to boost them right now. And look, sila na yung nangunguna dito sa set na to.
And their body language and spirit never changed whether they were down 8 earlier or they're up 3 now.
You wouldn't know, right?
You wouldn't
if they're
know, you're
down
right.
or not.
If we didn't have a scoreboard and if you weren't watching the match, you wouldn't know. You're right. Over receive, great serve. Was that BDL? Yes, it was.
Bea de Leon. Bea de Leon. Service is just that powerful. It's really hard to get. So Balipure, they need to get ready for that.
4-0 are the Choco Mucho Flying Titans here in the PVL. They won set number 1 by the skin of their teeth. At 25-23, Bicar, pinadala na lang sa kabila. Cat will do the same. Burn. It's back. Kasugod cuts it to the other side. Not solid enough. That's solid for Cat.
Kat Tolentino just through the hands of the blockers, making a way all the ways to get that point whenever she attacks. Flora was there, 2 blockers up for Kat Tolentino, but just disregarding them.
Bea continues to serve. 15 all. Kasugod. Easily taken by Wong. Cat again. Hernandez. Burn. She loves it that far. That's what she likes. She doesn't like it close to the net. So it is Balipure for the very first time in this match that gets into a technical timeout with the lead. Back inside the PCV Social, Civic and Cultural Center in Bacaray, Ilocos Norte, Boom Gonzalez, Mosh Cruz, Pongay Gaston ready to receive as they are behind here for the first time in the match into a technical timeout.
Medyo nag-slow down itong Choco Mucho in this set.
But credit goes to Balipure. They have gone up a level in terms of their play, especially on defense, no, Mosh?
Definitely, they were able to adjust on the attacks of Choco Mucho. Now, activating really their floor defense. That's why they're up now. But on that one, Choco Mucho getting that point, 16 all. Let's look at that. One more time, Madi Madayag with that quick attack. And the blockers of Balipure were just too late for that.
Salamagos. Great coverage there by Bicar, which leads to this.
Kaira Baroga with that cross-court attack. Catolentino was there but not really on the right position. May touch din ng blockers kaya medyo umangat yung bola.
Hanging tough and actually leading. Yeah, the 2-point lead earlier, 17-16. Dina chases, sets up Cat.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yun ang nga sinasabi natin. I really improved their defense. It's really an effort thing. They showed more effort when it started in that comeback. So nagising sila, no? Their energy is just there. So they're chasing all of these balls, which they didn't do much of nung first part of nung first set.
Definitely. And on this second set, medyo lacking sila on the net defense but their floor defense, dun nila binabawi.
And having said all of that, it is Choco Mucho who got the point and have tied the match again at 17 all.
That was a good play for Balipure.
It's a perfect play. Salamagos has been given that kanina pero hindi niya napapalo na may diin. Ngayon meron.
She was really asking for it. Look at that. They really know what to do right away. And just through the hands of the blockers of Choco Mucho because that was a quick attack. Hindi nila masyadong natansya.
What a tough set. And again, the ball. Tumalon si ano. Back row player ba si Bicar dyan? Sorry, what was the violation? Let's check. 18 all was the score.
Let me check that. Definitely a violation for Bicar.
Bicar ang tinawagan. I don't know if she scraped the net, maybe. Or maybe lifted the ball.
I think that it was a net touch.
It's a net touch. Okay, so 18 all is our score here. Second set action. Bombita down the line.
No one was there for Choco Mucho on that attack from Bombita.
Perfect approach, perfect swing, and a perfect spot. A perfect play for the water defenders as Kasugod is back at the net.
And when Balipure is doing combination plays and really converting the good digs, yun yung nangyayari. They get points out of attacks.
Hekiliana will give it to Pongay, who easily sends it over. Open, Bombita again, not this time.
That was too wide for Bombita that time and no touch from Choco Mucho.
Baka sakali lang naman makalusot.
Minsan talaga magbabakasakali ka na you sign the touch na for the referees to see.
As the referees call it, influencing the call. You don't want to do it too much. Wong Hernandez struggles with that one. Dalawang mahabang palo para kay Bombita magkasunod, which gives Choco Mucho the lead now after being down by 2. So Coach John Abella will call a timeout. Choco Mucho winning set number 1. Denying Balipure of a comeback in that set. Balipure had a 2-point lead here in set 2. But Choco Mucho looking to finish stronger here in set number 2.
Especially now that they are at the 20-point mark. So mabilis na lang yan usually if you get to a 20-point.
Tina Wong will do the honors to start the rally. Over received by Hernandez and nobody home for Choco Mucho. That's what a good serve could do.
That is really the problem of Balipure right now. They get good digs but not good receptions from the service line of Choco Mucho.
At yan ay napakalaking problema in that last match against Creamline.
Kasi they over-receive, misreceive. So tendency is an error.
That's just a broken play that Grace Bombita is able to convert into a point. She'll take it.
A point is a point, whether it's a good attack, a broken play, or a drop ball, or that tip from Bombita.
Picar, who was the instigator of that comeback in the first set.
Chance ball for Balipure.
Oh, 10-10 again. Lazaro should get that point.
Really, parang alam niya kung saan talaga dadalhin ng kalaban yung bola every time.
And no histrionics, no flair. She just leisurely does her thing. 22-20. Amazing, amazing. Makiliana serves it to the net. Binigyan ng buhay itong Balipure.
Giving a point to Balipure. Now, the momentum right now is in the seesaw. Balipure and then Choco Mucho. And now Balipure, they need another point to tie this one.
Definitely, though, Balipure has shaken off the Creamline match and has played way better today. Pongay.
Good coverage by Denden.
Cat. Angeles. Kasugod again gets the point.
That was a nice move from Kasugod. Now, Pongay, umaatras siya for that attack, but that ball just went to her. She was getting ready for an attack, and Kasugod saw that.
22 all. The unforced errors for Choco Mucho are 15 now. They had 11 in the last match. Make that 16 on a hitting error for Cat Tolentino. And a timeout by Coach O.
Okay, again, uulitin ko sa inyo. We strikers, you have to move back. Hindi problema yung second ball, you have to move back and ready for attack and ask for it. Bea, bakit ka na nakapag-approach natin dito? Umakas na malakas para makikita mo yung bola, may paano mo sa left, may paano mo sa right. Ang nasa utak kasi ka, nasilaglag lang yung bola, tatsakin din sa laglagan eh. No, pag nasa akin yung bola, kapag sa pagkakas,
23-22. Did you get anything from that timeout of Coach O?
Yes, Boom. Coach O was talking about the positioning of his players. Now, he wanted the right positions for his attackers to get ready para makatransition sila and convert into an attack kasi dun sila nawala on that last sequence.
Sometimes a timeout will ice a server, and that's what happened there. Bombita, already 10 points here. She only had 7 in the previous match. As we are tied after that free point, 23 all. Choco Mucho with a 1-set lead in game number 1 of our triple header. Angeles. Kasugod na naman, and guess what? She scores again.
Good attack from Kasugod, a quick one. And we love their connection.
Sila ni Alina,
Yes,
no, today. Ganda. Yung dulo ng first set, nakita mo na gumagawa si Kasugod dahil sineset up siya ni Bicar. Nagpapatuloy dito. That is not over, according to referee Santos.
Masyadong mababa for Cat Tolentino.
Timeout by Coach O. Set point para sa Balipure. Sorry, check that. It is the 25th point, rather, of Balipure as they get back at Choco Mucho. 25-23, second set action here on One Sports Plus. We are back with more of the PBL on One Sports Plus. And set number 2 will belong to the Balipure Water Defenders. They came back strong in set number 1, came up short in the end, but the momentum was carried into set number 2. Choco Mucho came back, took the lead, but it was Balipure that took advantage of the errors of Choco Mucho in the end of that second set. So by the way, Mosh, pangalawang set pa lang na nalalaglag ng Choco Mucho yan sa buong
in this
tournament.
Right? And it's amazing how Balipure was able to adjust on the movement, because in the second set, ang napansin ko is their fast movement, especially on their floor defense. Obviously, Choco Mucho really defending their net and their floor as well. But Balipure, with that fast movement, with the drop balls that they gave to Choco Mucho, dun sila nakabawi eh. And seeing the numbers right now, they had more attacks compared to Choco Mucho, who has only 12. Sa blocking department, although one apiece sila, but we saw how both teams are really blocking their court. And now the service aces for Balipure 2-1. The unforced errors, although mas marami itong Balipure, but I really think the momentum from the first set, as you mentioned, Boom, carried over here in the second set, and their fast movement, yung transition nila, conversion nila from a good dig to an attack, yun yung nakakuha ng second set for them.
Would be interesting to see who are the leading scorers of the match.
Now, for this one, obviously for Balipure, we have Bombita, and Flora as well is doing good for Balipure. And on the other side, Choco Mucho, we have Tolentino, Madayag. But as we mentioned, Choco Mucho is really working as a team right now. We would also see some good digs, of course, from Denden. And let's not forget the setting of Dina Wong.
So that's 10 points now for Bombita, 7 for Flora, 10 also for Tolentino, and 6 for Madayag. Remember, Bombita only had 7 points in that loss against Creamline. That's 17 errors in total for Choco Mucho. That's 6 more than their last match, where they won 3 straight against Signal HD Spikers.
And that's a big factor.
Huge factor. That's the most they've had in the tournament. Coming from a 7, 18, and 11 error game.
Dumadagdag yung errors nitong Choco Mucho.
But as much as we'll say that, Balipure is forcing some of the errors because of the scramble plays, bumabalik ang bola, hindi namamatay yung bola, and some middle attacks from Kasugod. Bombita, of course, finding some luck today as opposed to the last game. Burn Flora, as we mentioned, contributing also. Remember, in that game against Creamline, they were outspiked 45-12, Mosh, by Creamline in terms of spikes.
Definitely, Creamline was really playing well in that game, but Balipure on the second set, it feels like they gave up early and hindi na sila nakagalaw. But we
Yun
saw
yung
them.
25-3 na
Yes,
point,
25-3.
set.
But on the third set, we saw them na medyo bumawi sila, pero hindi na rin talaga kinaya because Creamline was a really strong team.
Especially from a service standpoint. But now all is forgotten. They've gotten back a set. So we are going to have at least 4 sets in this match. Welcome to our coverage. And for those watching on One Sports Plus and whatever platform you're watching on, at pati na rin sa replays, napapanood nyo rin on the One Sports YouTube channel, Boone Gonzalez, Mosh Cruz. Later on, it is Perlas versus Petrogas. And Cherry Tigo and Creamline for our main course. Well, actually, all these 3 games, I am very wrong to say main course because all these 3 games can be considered main courses
Today.
for
right?
today talaga. I mean, that's the kind of battles that we've had. Dami nila niyan nung first set, di ba? Service errors. They corrected that in the second.
Yes, definitely nabawasan yung service errors nila on the second set. But right now, Bombita, an obvious error. Nung binitawan niya yung bola, she already knew that it's gonna be an error.
Over-received again. Can't do that with Bea De Leon, Maddie, or Kat Tolentino in front. But Kat, of course, behind serving.
Kat Tolentino just knowing what to do right away when she saw that it's an over-receive from Balipure.
Hernandez. Flora. Then we'll go back to Kat. From the back. Hernandez will go to Baroga on the opposite side.
Cross-court attack.
Arocha picks it up. Balik kay Regine. Regine makes the adjustment in mid-air. Baroga na naman. Lumusot sa block.
Through the hands of the blockers, Baroga getting a point for Balipure. Nilagyan niya ng power yung attack na yun. And I think the timing was good too, considering si Flora yung nag-set ng bola.
Kasugad will serve. 4-3. Boy, we are witnessing a beautiful battle between these 2 teams and a second service error in set number 3.
Another service error for Balipure. This is what happened on the first set, early in the first set. Boom. Now they really need to control those errors for them to get this third set.
Hernandez again. Flora again. Then again. 1-2 play.
It is
Ooh.
still alive.
Pancake from Alina. Binigay yung bola sa kabila. So Baroga will come up short.
Now it's not over for Baroga. It was too low for her to hit. Look at Ponga.
Whose father is in attendance inside the venue. Mr. Fitzgaston.
Another misreceive there.
So the error was on Burn Flora according to the linesman. John Abella is contesting that with Mark Santos. I thought it was still legit, but here, ito si Mark Santos will talk to the linesman. And Mark will probably explain to the captain what the linesman was saying. Try to listen in, hopefully. They're going to replay the point. Is that what it is? So it will be 5 serving 4, not 6-4. So Mark Santos overruling the linesman there. You saw it, Mosh, that it was a legit play. So the score should be 5 serving 4 because we have a let ball. We replay this point.
We all thought it was a good ball still.
A disadvantage for Choco Mucho as that service error.
Minsan mahirap din talaga pag matagal ka naghihintay sa service or error. Ay, service line rather.
Good contest there by Coach John Abella to get that point back. 5-all. Ponga is ready to receive. Good dive there. Burn.
Good coverage right there.
Nice get by Angeles, who should be rewarded with that point. And good find by Bicar going to zone 1.
Before saw it that no one was there for Choco Mucho on that zone 1.
Sarap din panoorin tong Balipure pagka lahat sila in the mood talagang hinahabol ang bola.
Because their energy is just there.
It
You know,
is,
these
yeah.
young players, they would give you energy and the smile, even if magka-error sila, even if they get the point, they would always smile.
Oh, that's a good line hit by Pongay Gaston.
As well as Pong,
Oh,
guys.
always. As we look at a spike of the set brought to you by Duncan.
Just on the line. Look at that celebration from Pongay.
As always, no? Never a dull moment with her.
Definitely.
Over-received again. 7-6.
Little miscommunication there for Balipure.
As I mentioned, the father, Fritz Gaston, former GAB commissioner, also, some people might forget, former coach of the Ateneo basketball team. Back in the late 80s, if I'm not mistaken, coached the likes of Danny Francisco, Richie Tixon, Olsen Racela, June Reyes, if I'm not mistaken. Those are like just some of the names that some people might have forgotten that he did coach
Parang hindi ko na
Ateneo.
maabutan yun.
Yeah,
yung
the
mga
early
minention
UAP,
mong
late
names.
80s nga yan eh.
Good
7
attack.
all.
Good attack by Pongay right there.
Nice find by Kat. It's in for the long ball. 8-7, Choco Mucho ahead.
Nice one.
Hindi nagsasabay-sabay yun. Tapos binagay yung ball, madali. Pero hindi gumagalaw, hindi tahimik, hindi nag-iingat. Kung gusto nyo magsalita tayo lahat. Pero how many times, pag tutigil ang momentum mo dito, tumagit ka muna.
Eight 7 is our score. Choco Mucho ahead by 1 over Balipure, but we are tied a set apiece. Then Lazaro Revilla, the backbone of the defense of Choco Mucho, but they've been challenged by the scrappiness, which is basically now the character of this water defender team.
That's right. We would see the effort from Balipure all that time. But look at that. Bea De Leon was just right there in the right time.
Daming receiving errors dito sa third set para sa Balipure. Over-receive.
Over-receive, yes. Misreceive from the service of Choco Mucho, definitely.
Wong. Alina. Too sharp, too low.
That was a good intention from Bicar. But yes, it was too low. Parang nabigla rin siya dun sa decision niya.
Smile. Parang gusto mo yung makaisa pero hindi lumusot eh. Kasi naunahan na niya yung nobody saw it coming from the triple front line.
And she saw that spot.
Yeah.
Cross-court attack by Pongay.
Balik kay Bombita. Long ball is out.
No touch from Choco Mucho. Bombita's attacks, they have been long.
Trying to avoid the hands of the blockers, ano? 4-point lead. This is the biggest lead here in set number 3. So timeout muna si Coach John. Assistant Coach Clarence Esteban taking over that timeout for Romel Abella, who had a few challenges coming into the season. The late start of their bubble training, they couldn't even find a training venue at the start. So they were just looking for, a place to train, and then they wanted to focus on defense dahil nga konti na lang yung kanilang oras. They wanted to focus on fundamentals and floor defense. And then, bahala na raw pagdating ng tournament, match-to-match progress ang kanilang gustong marating as we get another blackout here at the venue. So we are suspending play first with Choco Mucho ahead by 3. We will be back.
Serving for Balipure, Shirley Sanamagos.
And we are back here on One Sports Plus as Salamagos serves it to the net. There was a lighting issue for those who were trying to figure out what happened. The blackout. Baka nagtaka po kayo, bumalik yung ilaw at sabi nyo, pwede na. But kulang yung
Yes.
ilaw, lalo na sa side ng Choco Mucho. It's very different when you look at it on TV. It's very different when you're there. So they decided to fix that one first. And after all of that, 2 straight points para sa Choco Mucho, which leads me to the question, Mosh. Who benefited from that long break?
I was about to say maybe Balipure because the
Okay.
momentum was on Choco Mucho's side, especially Pongai. She was on point before that break, but now Balipure committing 3 consecutive errors. Choco Mucho should take advantage of this.
Lumamig. Of course, the players were given a chance to warm up, and
We would
to
see
loosen
them.
up, during nung naka-off the air. Hindi naman sila sumalang lang bigla. But right now, 3 straight points for Choco Mucho.
Then again on the right spot, and
4 straight points.
Catolintino getting that point for Choco Mucho. And we can say na hindi nawala yung momentum dito sa Choco Mucho because right now Balipure is very quiet.
From 11-8, yan po yung score during the blackout. Now 15-8. First error for them, which has been an issue this match as compared to their 4 other matches, or at the very least the 3 last matches.
They're really committing more errors in this
Today,
game.
Long way to go in this match. Even in this set. Misreceive. Chance ball. But bumalik sa Choco Mucho.
One hand from Bicar.
Byrne was there to dig. Bombita. Too much heat on that ball for Pongai.
And the speed as well of that attack. We couldn't hear kung gaano kalakas yung palo ni Bombita, but look at that emotion. Yes, it was a fast attack.
Bilis talaga ng swing niya. Hekeliana is back in the game. And Bicar continues to serve.
Good receive by Denden. And attack by Arocha. That was a good one.
Handled by Angeles. Balik kay Regine. Huli kay Bicar.
Cross-court attack.
Dive by Wong. Balik kay Baroga. Long ball again. Wong again.
Second time, same spot.
Yep. Long rally again. We've had a lot today. Not that time for Kasugod.
And a
Still
chance ball and still alive.
Arocha, nobody home, nobody behind.
Arocha saying finally a point for us.
And a second technical timeout, ahead by 6 are the Flying Titans.
nangyayari ha, makinig, makinig. Kanina pa yung nangyayari. Kaya nagugulat yung depensa nyo, hindi ko ma-perfect yung game na. Kasi pag pinalo nyo, naghihintay ko yung mga yung mangyayari. Basta nakakit, kung babla kayo, kung hindi. I-open ang kas na kontan.
Hey, don't forget, stay tuned for one battleground that comes after the PVL games here on One Sports and One Sports Plus. But of course, dalawa pa yung aabangan yung laban. Match number 27 is the Perla Spikers versus Petrogas Angels. And then match 28, Cherry Tigo Crossovers, Creamline Cool Smashers. Bea De Leon will get us going for this rally. 16 serving 10.
And on the timeout, boom, I heard Coach O saying, no, where's your intensity? Yun yung hinahanap nila sa team ngayon. Because even though they're moving good, but the intensity is not yet there. Now, good blocking for Arocha right there.
Single block. Well, actually, nandun si Madayag then, but it is only Arocha will be credited for that one. Madayag was there for backup. This set, 5 more attack points for the Flying Titans. That's too low.
Yes, Sulo not over for Balipure.
Coach John Abella will call a timeout here. Down 8. This was the biggest lead, even in the first set. Little bit of annoyance there on the voice of John Abella. Hahabulin na naman natin. Paalala natin, Mosh, dun sa mga the ones who just tuned in. 15-23. Yan yung hinabol ng Balipure nung first
On the
set.
first set.
At nakadikit sila at 23-22.
Now ngayon, ito yung sinasabi ng coaching staff ng Balipure. Yun na naman ba yung gagawin natin? Hahabulin na naman. Hahayaan na naman nating lumayo.
Well, no choice. Down 8 right now here in set 3. If they want to give this set away, which they didn't do in that set number 1, or come back. Madayag.
Over-receive right there.
Arocha, mataas ang bola. Picar, kasugod na naman. That connection today has really paid dividends. Nakakarami na sila dyan sa gitna.
That's right. And we are looking for that kind of connection from Kasugod and Bicar, mostly here on the third set. Because on the second set, yun yung ginagawa nila. But nawala na yun on the start of this third set.
Bombita. Tolentino.
What a powerful attack from Tolentino. You would see the receiver. She was right there, right on the position. But the power of that attack, talagang tumalsik na lang yung bola.
What a player. 13 points on 13 attacks. 3 knee surgeries after. Baroga. This time finding a spot in the middle of Hekiliana and Tolentino.
That zone 6 attack from Baroga targeting that zone.
And the Queen will show up today for the first time.
Judith Abil.
The service specialist and Energizer Bunny.
Marami nag-aabang dito kay Judith, no po?
Yes. Ooh, I thought that was going to drop in, but the service specialist serves it long, and that's got to always hurt. You're down 8, down 7 and 8. You're the service specialist. Everybody expecting you to deliver.
Because the pressure is really
Yeah.
there. You know, you would go in and then serve. Now you have to do your job. Pero kasi nga, minsan yung pressure, it's just too much.
Malamig pa. I guess literally and figuratively. As Madaya gives them their biggest lead of the match.
Again, with the over-receive of Balipure, Choco Mucho is taking advantage of that. Especially, Choco Mucho is a taller team here.
21-12. Choco Mucho, let's see if they learned their lesson from that first set and not let go of the rope. Flora cross court.
Now, that was a great attack from Flora. She knew it right away na ibibigay sa kanya yung bola. Now, inserting much effort to get that point.
Ganda rin ang play. Nahuli na si Maddie. Hindi na naka-adjust dun sa habol niya. Drawn by, was it Salamagos na pumeke sa kanya? That spike of the set by Byrne. Brought to you by Duncan.
On that play, nahuli yung blockers kasi ng Choco Mucho.
Ekeliana will adjust with the left hand. But they get the ball back here with an 8-point lead. 1-2. The trickery from Dina Wong, disguising her hands very well till the last second.
Let's see that one again. Dina Wong, yung position niya, it looks like she's gonna set it, but no, it's a 1-2 play and she knew that no one was there for Balipure.
Pays to be tall and long. Through the block. Baliton getting some court action here. She also did earlier. Very short but still productive. The open attack. 14 serving 22. 7 points and 7 attacks for Byrne. Hekeliana cross court.
Good attack by Kim.
Chance ball.
What a nice play from Dina and Bea De Leon. Ang ganda nung, it's like a poetry in action when it comes to Dina and Bea.
Now, earlier it was 23-15 when Balipure made their move. Now, 23-14. Over.
One more time. Bea was there. Ito yung nagiging problem ng Balipure talaga. From the service of Choco Mucho, over-receive, mis-receive. Now, Choco Mucho, attack agad.
10 set points. And it is Jamie La Victoria who will try to give them the third set win. It's a good attack there from Salamagos.
Salamagos just quickly attacking before the defenders of Choco Mucho gets to their position.
Kasugod back in. Lai Bendong will still set here for Balipure. 9 points, 9 set points. Regine with the receive. Tolentino puts it away and gives Choco Mucho a 2-1 lead here in this first game of our Friday triple header on One Sports Plus. You're watching the PVL on One Sports Plus, the first and only professional volleyball league in the country. Boom Gonzalez, Mosh Cruz. Set number 3, dominant win for Choco Mucho.
Definitely Choco Mucho starting really good in this set. But of course, knowing Balipure, medyo umabot sila ng konti dun sa gitna ng set. But in this one, Pongay was really attacking well. And of course, the floor defense of Choco Mucho. The momentum, the composure of Choco Mucho in this set was just really good. And look at that, Ponggay celebrating on that point. And we would see how Choco Mucho's chemistry is really working, especially earlier in the third set. We had some troubles right there, but that did not stop them.
Ponggay started with a lot of energy in the third set, and it translated to a lot of attacks from Tolentino and BDL and Arocha. At kita mo naman, 6 ang abante in terms of attacks. The unforced error still, I'm sure, one of the things that Coach O would like to work on.
Really, Choco Mucho dominating this set in all departments, attacks, blocks. Although no service aces, pero nahirapan. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, Boom. With the service receive of Balipure, dun nakakapuntos etong Choco Mucho because they are taking advantage of the over-receive, of the misreceives of Balipure. And the unforced errors, Choco Mucho was able to control it in this set, just, giving up 7 points.
The lowest in the first 3 sets. They had 9 and 8 in the first 2. So, good sign for Coach O with a dominant 10-point win. So it's 25-23, 23-25 in the second for Balipure, and 25-15 here in the third. Second game, Perla Spikers on their second back-to-back this week against the Petrogas Angels. Cherry Tigo Crossovers versus Creamline Cool Smashers. From an individual standpoint, Mosh, who is leading the parade, or at least in that third set? Sino yung mga productive players?
Now, in the third set, we saw how Cat Tolentino was really attacking in all points of the court. Sa utility, nandun din siya sa gitna and open. Cat Tolentino had 15 points in that set. And also, Maddie Madayaga had 4. Now, for Balipure, Bombita, very obvious na talaga nilalagyan na niya ng power. Yung attacks niya, she had 9 points. And of course, a great contributor as well was Flora.
2-1. Fourth set. And again, that is Kasugod scoring today. Probably her most productive game from a point standpoint. Salita Bicar, the captain of the Water Defenders. Gonna give that to Choco Mucho.
That's an overreaching violation from Kasugod.
So it's Baliton and Kasugod in front together with Bombita. The front line na pinaglalaroan ni Alina Bicar. Reverse to Bombita.
Ponggay was there.
Somebody touched the net and it's on the side of the Water Defenders again. It is Rene Gaspilio, our second referee, who saw it.
Again with the errors early here for Balipure. Ang ganda na sana ng galaw nila po when they were up for the block na. But someone touched that net.
Angeles. Nagagawan si Ponggay and Dina Wong.
And Bombita again from the set of Flora.
That expression of Coach O. Looking at his assistant coaches. 2 serving 3. That's a nice swing by Arocha, but
Touch the
it's the
antenna.
antenna.
Masyado nang buka yung set for Jean that time.
Nandito na siya eh. Nag-adjust siya patagilid, pa left side yung lipad, which forced the error.
And she was targeting the down the line.
Underhand set, too low, couple of attack errors for Regina Rocha, so Balipure takes over the lead.
Gusto sanang bumawi ni Regine on that one, but still she was not in the right position and angle, a bit awkward as well.
Bombita with the serve. Tolentino. Baliton. Tolentino again, denied at the net.
Good coverage by Wong.
She gets the ball back. Another long rally here. Sa gitna naman.
Kasugod was right there for Bea De Leon. One-on-one yon sa net.
Yeah,
Nakaabang na siya dun for Bea.
good coverage at the net. 5 serving 3. Balipure trying to force a fifth.
Way two out for Bombita. Again with the service errors of Balipure.
Mapatong na. BDL serving. 4 serving 5. She has been serving well here in this match. And again, it forces this one. That's from that loaded serve from BDL.
Definitely, it happens all the time when the server of Choco Mucho puts power and load there on their serves. Ang tendency ng Balipure is to over-receive.
9 points on 8 attacks. Maybe only one ace, but she has had a lot of first serves that have forced some broken plays. But that one is another ace, so that's a second.
We'll add that to the ace of Bea.
Minsan kahit na hindi natin nakikita yung ace, pero dahil ang bigat ng serve, sisira yung play ng kalaban na ibabalik man yung bola, but it's a free ball. But it all starts sometimes from the loaded serve.
Again, volleyball has this domino effect na from the first step, hindi maganda yung pagkuha mo. Definitely, you cannot convert.
Somebody called for a double touch. Let's see.
There.
Si Alina. Oh, okay.
It was a crossing.
13 service errors is the official count, Mosh, for Balipure. Hey, not far behind, and surprisingly, Choco Mucho with 11 already of their own.
That's a lot for
More- yeah,
Balipure
more than
and
we-
Choco Mucho.
More than we would have served. Alina. Combination play.
That was a good play from Balipure. And we should see more of those plays from them, the combination, to really get the attention of Choco Mucho's blockers.
Kaya lang dahil nga naging problema nila yung reception kanina sa set 2, hindi sila makaset ng maganda eh. So it starts there as Cat's ready to receive. Regine gets it back, long ball. Hinabol ni Bicar, bumps it to Byrne. Lazaro on point. Hinatid yung bola kay Wong.
Kat Tolentino was ready for that attack.
8-6 for Choco Mucho.
Serving for the Flying Titans, Tolentino.
So we begin with 8-6 here in set number 4. Choco Mucho ahead by 2. Dina looks at the back but sends it in front of her. Arocha unable to put it away. Same with Byrne. Run and gun for Maddie.
Good dig right there.
Angeles covering down the line. Dina again. Back to Maddie. Angeles was there again. Ooh, this is tough. This is tough.
Oh. With that kind of error, Baliton, really an awkward position for her to attack.
And it's not her also to do something like that. I mean, we've seen, let's say, Bombita would do that. She has the ability to do it. But Baliton, a little tougher for her to twist. Maybe better to just bump it to the other side. And that means 2 straight points after the technical timeout. 10-6. Unforced errors. This is the most that Choco Mucho has had at 26, but they're still in the lead, and that's what matters for Coach O.
In Balipure, they have 30
Yun,
right
masakit.
now.
Oh.
Cross-court attack.
Alina will send it to Byrne. Pongay was there. Arocha with the long ball, and that's what it was. It was long.
Just too wide for Arocha, and just commending the floor defense of Pongay on that sequence. She was there just like a libero.
Over-received, but it's still alive. Somebody touched the net.
That point will go to
Nanggigil.
Choco Mucho.
Salamagos.
It's hard din talaga to stop the motion when you are really near the net.
Balipure had 18 errors in their previous match, but really that wasn't the story of the game. It's Creamline and how they blasted them. So right now, 30 errors for... Make that 31 after that net touch. Pongay with a faster attack.
And stronger attack.
Napatayo ang kanyang tatay. Getting the approval from the dad. 12-7.
Let's see that one again. Pongay, cross-court attack, 2 blockers, but they were away from each other. Flora just on the floor.
And after a long time, Pati Espiritu shows up here. Tagal na naupo para kay Coach Abella.
Arocha committing another error for Choco Mucho.
Bern Flora will do the honors. Down 4 and down a set. Pongay receives and then gets it back and gets a point.
Another great attack from Pongay Gaston. Although it was not that powerful, pero ang ganda rin kasi nung timing niya. And look at that set from Dina Wong. I really love how she celebrates every point.
They are back. This is the biggest lead of the 4th set. Now at 5, 13 serving 8. Picard back to Bombita and catches the line. Almost a front line attack.
Power angle for Bombita.
See, if Pongay has like that full swing, including the broad jump, si Bombita naman, pag nag-double vertical, gets on that the two-legged jump and then the short, abbreviated, pitik na swing.
It's automatic, right?
Magkaibang magkaiba pero parehong malakas eh. Sarap panoorin eh. 14-9, back to a 5-point lead.
Another error.
The 12th service error for Choco Mucho.
They really need to lessen those errors for them to really get the momentum and pull away in this set.
Pero hindi papayag ng ganun-ganun lang ang Balipure. Arocha Bumuelo. Good coverage there. Recovery by Angeles, which leads to this one. Then diving. Arocha na naman. Kasugod tinulak.
Then is still there.
Pongay. Bicar goes back to Kasugod and look at Denden. with the get.
And this rally, the floor defense of Balipure and Choco Mucho.
Both Angeles and Denden doing their job well. At isama mo na si Wong with that dive, and then Denden telling the girls to settle down.
Look at that dive from Denden.
Longest rally of the match for sure. Vicar, Bombita, Lazaro Revilla again. Oh, and it's a double contact on Dina Wong. Both Angeles and Revilla.
That kind of rally, Bombita would attack and Denden would always be there. Ibabalik yun. And Angeles naman on the other side. Let's look at that one again.
Double. Napagod na yung kamay at dumulas na rin siguro yung
Yes,
bola.
yes. I think that's a factor.
Hingal na hingal. Ito si Kat Tolentino in that rally. That was definitely the longest one. And we've had a lot of long ones from the first set on. Ayun na naman si Angeles. The Battle of Liberos.
Tolentino just putting an exclamation point
Ayaw
on
na eh. Pagod
that
na eh.
attack. Oh, pagod na. Wag na tayo mag-rally.
Patagalin. Wonderful match going on here.
2 blockers for Kat, but they were just too late.
$15 serving 11. And the 13th service error.
Really piling up on that error department.
Bombita back as Coach O and Coach Abella engaged in a tug of war here. Tolentino with a long one.
Again, as I was saying, Tolentino in every position there, she would go on attack, open, utility, she would kill it.
14, or make that 4 points at 16-12.
Serving for the Flying Titans, Maya Pereira.
16-12 is the score here in set number 4. And PTL, now they take over in terms of the service errors. Mas marami na sila, and this is something that Coach O will definitely have a meeting about tonight. Nagmi-meeting yan every night eh. So,
Definitely. Parang
sigurado yan.
nagkahawa-hawa na sila dun sa service line.
Lead is down to 3. In the meantime, service ace, Denden got to it, but just could not get it back. That effort. Parang batang-bata, parang college pa humabol ng bola si
Oo, yun
Denden.
nga yung sinasabi natin kanina pa. Walang nagbago dun sa galaw ni Denden.
Si Ate Denden. Kapal ko, no? Ako pa yung nagsabi na ate. Well,
Hindi
yun
ko
ang
alam
tawag
kung-
sa kanya.
Kung matutuwa si Denden
Yun ang-
pag narinig niya yun.
Yun ang tawag sa kanya dyan.
Dyan,
Siya
dyan.
naman ang nagsabi rin nun eh. Ate na raw siya dyan. Good serve there. 16-14. Oh, what a tough angle for Kat Tolentino.
Sharp attack from Kat Tolentino. Balipure was just getting ready for the defense, but she was there attacking quickly.
Look at that. Picard couldn't get to it. So she goes back. Look at the numbers. These were regular numbers for Kat. In the last conference, nung siya lang yung pretty much source of points. And today, because, Balipure has made it hard, she has decided to assert herself here. 23 points after that service ace. She's already had 2 player of the games
Yes.
in the 4 matches.
Because she has been so aggressive in this conference. I think that is really the difference now and before. And ngayon, ang dami na niyang katulong, like the contributors for Choco Mucho. So I think mas confident na siya.
But it doesn't mean, marami siyang katulong, doesn't mean that when she has to produce, she can't. Because even if she's only the 12th best scorer of the league right now, she's very capable and parang kinakailangan siya today. Bendong will serve as 15-18.
That is just too wide for Bendong.
Sails out. Ganda sana. It was just skirting over the net. Pero yun nga, yung risk talaga niyan.
Minsan yun yung delikado, yung bigla na lang bumababa sa end line.
Yun, hindi. Hindi bumaba. Rocha. 19 serving 15. Choco Mucho looking to finish off Balipure here.
Another receive once again.
Ball is still in play though. Tequiliana. Baroga. 1-2. Angeles saw that this time. Flora from the other side. Left hand by Tolentino. Sent over by Arocha. Flora and then keeps it alive.
Really the floor defense of Choco Mucho. But on that one, Kim just really trying to attack. Pero kasi mali na rin yung position niya. But then digging strong attacks from Balipure.
Tequiliana. Tipped over by Wong. Baroga will chase this one. Broken play. Again, out of the system, yeah.
An awkward position for Baroga to attack. And most of the time, Balipure ginagawa na lang nila ng paraan to attack.
Serving 16. Another misreception. Bombita gagawa na lang ng paraan dito. Wong will send it to Kat from back of the line. That's too low.
Definitely too low for Kat, and medyo yung balance niya wasn't really there.
Santi Espiritu. 17 serving 20. Kim.
Oh, that point will go to Choco Mucho.
What happened there, Mosh?
I think Baroga touched the net. Kasi ang lapit na niya kanina eh. Dina with 17 excellent sets in this game.
Bombita through the block.
Ito yung hinahanap ko kanina kay Bombita, because in their previous games before Creamline, she would really challenge her blockers, and ngayon ginawa niya yun, taking advantage of that close gap between the blockers and the net.
Baliton is back. Vicar also will be back serving and setting. Full front line for Vicar. She has Baliton, Bombita, and Baroga.
Another great attack from Kat Tolentino. Really, this is one of her good days. Attacking from the open.
Check that. That wasn't Baroga in the front line. It was Kasugod, Bombita, and Baliton para sa front line ng Balipure. Hakiliana now. That sails out.
Just a few inches from the end line.
And I'm telling you, that's gonna be number one sa topic ng meeting nila mamayang gabi. And Coach O, that service errors 15 for Choco Mucho. And a service ace on the other side. Down to 2. And here comes Balipure again.
Again, doing what they did in the first set.
And Coach O will not even wait. He'll call a timeout already.
Fundamental, yung ginagawa mo kasi humaharang ka sa passing lane eh. Kanina, bumabalik ka, humaharang ka sa passing lane. Pag nakita mo na sa passing lane, iwas ka agad. Muna tayo ng gagawin. Hindi siya ng gagawin. Kim, sabi ka ulit sa time, target na muna ng serve. So many times, ulo. Pagdating kasi sa loob, positive nagdududa kasi kayo kung papasok ba to, kung ace ba to, kung lagi nyo sa utak nyo, ace to. Tapos, okay, halik ka ng bola, ready ka agad tayo, ready. Naintindihan, ready ka agad tayo. Nasaan ka ngayon? Sa na, pagkakats dito, Bea, pag binigyan ka ng tumba, huwag mo ibalik dito, dito mo dalhin. Kung kinakailang mabilis ang kapit dito, dalhin mo dito. Binabalik mo agad. Kasi, tanda mo, hindi babantayan si Reg. Nakaganyan yan sa'yo dito. Hindi na nakaganyan yan. Pag kumabas yung bigyan na Bea, hindi babantayan yan si Reg. Dalawa yan. Balik mo na. Hindi din mo. Go.
Coach O, first of all, pointing out the service. They have to be positive about their serves, to think that it's an ace. But they will be receiving in this one as Bombita, looking for an ace maybe, or at least a loaded serve, 20-22.
That was another loaded serve from Bombita.
So chance ball here given by Denden. Combination play and a lead is down to 1. Balipure looking to extend it to a 5th.
You see, whenever Balipure goes with that combination play, it's like 90% of the time they would be successful.
Out. That may be an expensive error.
She was really loading her service.
Choco Mucho really just showing though that you cannot toy with them.
Now Bea De Leon on the service line. Balipure, they need to be careful.
23 serving 21. Angeles takes that one.
Just too low.
On the
That was
dump
just
ball,
too
oh,
low.
the set was, no? Okay na yung intention nila. Kanina pa sila nagko-connect ni Bicar, pero not that point. Match point for Choco Mucho. 24-21. PDL taking her time. Sending it to Angeles. Burn. Chance for Choco Mucho. They go to Cat, and Cat puts it away. And Choco Mucho will go to 5-0.
Choco Mucho has been really good in this game. And syempre yung Balipure din, pinahirapan din nila yung Choco Mucho in this one. But really the composure of this team is there. And the chemistry as well. We saw how Tolentino and Bea, Dina, and Maddie as well, but especially Denden, really the leadership of this team.
Yeah, the leadership and the skill, the play, and overall glue of Denden, Lazaro Revilla, and then the offense of Cap Tolentino, giving them a 4-set win, 3-1, here in game number 5 for them. We'll be back to wrap this baby up. Hey, don't forget to stay tuned for One Battleground immediately after the PVL games here on One Sports and One Sports Plus. But of course, we got 2 more games to go. We'll talk about that in a bit. But in the meantime, a confirmation of the scores. A 4-set win. Choco Mucho dropping a set, only the second set that they drop in the whole tournament. They win this one 25-23, 23-25, 25-15, and 25-21. And we could have easily given this to Cap Tolentino, who poured in a ton of points. But why did you choose Denden Lazaro Revilla?
Definitely, Kat Tolentino was a huge factor for the offense. But defense-wise, then we saw her all over the place. You know, it always starts with her. Maganda yung dig niya now. They were able always to convert on the attacks. And we want to really recognize Denden with her effort and the leadership in this team.
For Mosh Cruz and everybody behind One Sports Production, my name is Boom Gonzalez. Stay tuned for more of your Premier Volleyball League, the first and only professional volleyball league in the country.